these things don't come easy. You see, there are flashpoints elsewhere in the world, and up to this time, even 70, 100-year-old problem exists. And this is not something new as far as problems between peoples are concerned. So, but do you feel, Noli, that that issue is something that can be settled eventually?
Yeah, it can be settled. The ancestral lands.
But that means changing also the Malaysians in the peace panel.
Well, they can be outvoted.
That's okay. Do you have any other inputs as far as your suggestions to Noy would be? I know you have your own set of suggestions.
I was just wondering how fast the debt for equity with the UN can be concluded so it can be implemented immediately, because the deadline is 10/15 to reach the 50% Millennium Development Goal. Yeah, so it should be concluded in a year, and then the fund should be released within a year. So President Noynoy, if he embraces this solution, has 5 years.
My thinking of that, if I may,
Yes,
to Noli's question, is that certainly 100 days of the Noynoy administration are taking so fast. You know, we're now in the 5th day, I think, 6th day of this 100 day.
Yeah.
I think Noli, that's the reason why I'm yearning, because part and parcel of this debt for equity proposal, the initial stages have already been set aside. And as I've said again, all we can do as soon as I get back to the stage that we are going to revisit the Senate resolution of Senator Dan Inouye, and hopefully with crafting also a House resolution on the part of Florida's U.S. Representative Kendrick Meek. And with that bicameral resolution on the debt for equity, that we can submit it to the White House, and of course with the sponsorship of the White House.
That's going to be key.
That's correct. That's correct, because you've got to have a sponsor of one of the creditor nations.
One of the group of 8.
Yeah, the group of 8. Canada, France, Germany, Italy, etc., etc. So, and I think that Noli, precisely we have got to take advantage of the ambience of goodwill that Noynoy's what do you call this inauguration and election has created, because this is an opportunity that we cannot miss. And as soon as we get to the States, of course, I'm going to meet with the Congressman Meek, because he promised me. Because in the year 2006, I asked him if he can file a companion resolution in the House, and he did say yes. Unfortunately, our past president negated that thing, so that was done. So now with the sponsorship and approval of President Noynoy, hopefully that we can jumpstart this, because 2015 is
looming fast. It's looming
and
fast.
as I've said, I understand that President Noynoy is visiting the United States in October, sometime. And if I may, I don't know, you Noli and Hill and Mr. Posadas, you guys are very close to the presidency. If we can include this thing here, the debt for equity as well as the FTA in his private talks with President Obama, that can really, jumpstart the whole thing. And hopefully that he'll be given the opportunity to address the joint session in the Congress. And I for one, if he can mention, hey, listen, we need help, because that's what Colombia did, because Colombia also inaugurated a new president.
Yes.
And they are now what they call this, precisely spearheading talks, not only on debt for equity, but also the FTA. And hopefully that we can move, because there is already an existing said resolution. And I think that with the resolution from Florida's Congressman Kendrick Lee, we can really.
I think it is in the interest of the United States, really, to sponsor that move, because at this point in time, it is a quid pro quo. And in the field of geopolitics, it's I scratch your back and you scratch mine.
Correct.
And therefore, there is nothing that could be lost by the United States if it helps the Philippines at this stage in time.
And then let me add,
Yeah.
that there are 4 million Filipino Americans in the United States.
Yeah.
And I think 4 million of them, are gainfully employed as doctors, nurses, engineers, etc. That take a lot of wallop too, and that is what we over as Filipinos would like to harness, because we have got to, I guess, bring ourselves together and say, hey, listen, this is for our country. They've always yearned to help our country. This is the chance.
Now,
Call your congressmen, call your senators, etc. Especially that November 2, 2010 is the midterm elections.
listen, now that you brought that up, just something that really tickles my mind. You see, the 4 million Filipinos,
Yes.
according to the IRS,
Yes.
has got a investable savings of at least $50,000 a year. Now, with that kind of money, they can be a real influence in the jump start of the socio-economic empowerment here of the Philippines. In fact, if I may volunteer an information, Noli and I were thinking of how you guys can facilitate the transfer of your investments in the Philippines. And he has done something which I'm sure you're going to be interested.
It's on his advice.
Okay.
That's why we
What?
established the Euro-America Philippines Credit Corporation precisely to be the catcher
Can
for these remittances
Yeah.
of the Filipino-American investors in the U.S. And we have a foundation that can, for instance, in your agenda here in the debt for equity, rainforestation, that's the latest term. It used to be reforestation, forest rehabilitation, now it's rainforestation. As a matter of fact, we have prepared 2 proposals to the World Bank to rainforestation Sierra Madre in Nueva Ecija for $10 million because that's their budget. They have given it already to Cagayan, to Isabela, to Nueva Vizcaya, and another 10 million for Bulacan. We have the experts who know all these things, the nitty-gritty of rainforestation. Your first item, modernize agricultural production via farms to market roads. It's easy to implement. Having been a governor, this is very easy. It can be done, If there's a political will, there's commitment.